Good morning to everyone. The contents to be done today. We have already done the financial management, chapter number 1. Today we are starting with the second chapter, that is financial market, in your second book. Okay, so the contents to be done, concepts to be done, concept of financial market, functions of financial market, types of financial market, understanding the concept of money market and instruments of money market. Now, before we go into what is a financial market, let us just see what is that is why is the need of financial market. Why do we need financial market? Now, when we see this picture, you can just have a look at this picture. There are four sectors in this pictures you can see. Mainly, when we are talking about the economy, there are two types of people in the economy. Okay, one is the household and one is the business firm. So, household is the saver of funds. The household is saving funds, and the businessman is the investor of funds. They invest funds. So, what is the household doing? Whatever funds the household is having, it wants to invest it, okay, or give it to the person who is willing to invest. It is the businessman. So household is known as a saver, and the people who are going to invest it, that is the business firms, are known as the investors. Now, in between these two, there is a bank and there is a financial market. So what is the purpose of the bank and the financial market? They pool the resources, they pool the funds from the household to give it to the business firms. Okay, so when the household is putting money either in banks or in financial market, it is ultimately going to the business firms who are going to use it for further investment. So this kind of allocation of funds or this kind of movement of funds is termed as financial intermediation. Okay, so the process of allocation of funds is known as financial intermediation. Okay, so that is the fund is moving from the saver, that is the household, to the investor, that is the business firm. The movement of these funds from this businessman, from the household to the businessman, is termed as financial intermediation. Now, let us go into what is the financial market. Now, financial market is a market for creation and exchange of financial assets. It provides short, medium, and long term funds. So, it is a market where one can exchange financial assets. We will be talking about financial securities. Okay, we'll be talking about shares, debentures, etc., which are traded in these markets. So when there is a market being made, it becomes easy for the businessmen to get short term, medium term, or long term funds. Short term for a less period of time, that is less than 1 year, medium term, and long term for a long period of time. Okay, so let us see the functions of a financial market. Mobilization of savings, okay, and channelizing them into most productive use. So financial market provides the choice to the savers, that is the household, so that they can put their money in the best productive use. So they are providing options to the saver. When a person sits in the financial market, so the person is more clear where to invest. He can compare where to invest his savings. So this kind of a facility is provided by the financial market, means giving more options to the saver. You can see here written, giving more options to the saver. Next, facilitates price discovery. Price is determined by the market forces of demand and supply. So, when in the financial market, it is clear how much of demand and how much of supply for the various securities, then this helps in determining the price of the products. You must remember your economics here, okay? So, when there is more of demand, then definitely the prices of the securities, the prices of the equities, debentures will be rising. Okay, and however where there's less of demand, then it will be prices will be less. So likewise, the prices are determined when there is a financial market. It helps easy for to know the demand and supply. Okay, and helps determine the price. Provides liquidity to financial assets. Now, financial market facilitates easy purchase and sale of financial assets. So, it provides liquidity to financial assets as they can be easily converted into cash. Okay, and when required. So, if you are having a debenture, a share, or something, you want immediate money or cash, you can convert this document or convert this paper into money in the financial market. Okay, so it is providing liquidity. Liquidity means cash. Reduce the cost of transaction. When financial market provides a common platform where buyers and sellers are coming together, so it provides valuable information about the price, cost, and availability of securities. This reduces the cost of transaction as investors are not required to spend much on such information. Okay, so if you are an investor, if you didn't have a financial market, it would be difficult for you. You would keep on searching for it. So this cost of transaction is reduced when there is a financial market. Okay, so let us so hopefully what is a financial market, you're knowing, where there is exchange of assets, financial assets, and creation of financial assets. Now next, classification of financial market. How many types of financial market we have? One is a money market and one is a capital market. When I say money market is for short term funds and capital market is for medium and long term funds. You can see in the picture. Classification of money market also you can see. So you can see here what are the two types of capital market here, children. Primary market and the secondary market. Today we will be more concentrating on the money market. Okay, so we'll know more about the money market today, which is used for short-term funds, that is within 1 year. Okay, so just let us go to the next clip. Money market refers to the market for short-term funds which deals in monetary assets whose period of maturity is up to 1 year. Money market satisfies short-term financial requirements of business. Okay, so it is helping the businessmen to remove short-term cash problems. Okay, so short-term assets problem like working capital requirements it is providing. Money market has no physical location and most of the activities are conducted over phone and internet. So this is very important, children. It is not a market that you can see, okay, in while going and coming. It's always conducted over phone or an internet. Okay, so major participants of money market, you can see the major participants, the main ones, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, commercial bank, non-bank financial companies, state governments, large corporate houses, and mutual funds. So these are the people who are going to invest your funds if you are going to put your money in the money market. So here money market instruments are highly liquid. That is what it can be easily converted into cash. Okay, not only that, okay, it happens because discount finance house of India provides a ready market for them. Okay, so you have a discount finance house of India, DFHI, which is helping in this liquidity, that is converting into money. Less risky. The instruments of money market are unsecured. Still, you know what is secured? That is when you go to the bank. Okay, so when if you want to take the loan, the bank is going to ask for securities, but there is no need of securities here, so therefore it is unsecured. Still, they are less risky due to shorter duration of investment and financial soundness of the issuer. Okay, so this is what is the money market. You can just have a look, all of you. There are five types of money market we are going to do. The five types of money market that we will be doing are treasury bills, commercial paper, call money, certificate of deposit, and commercial bill. Okay, so instruments of money market. Treasury bill. A treasury bill is an instrument of short term borrowings issued by whom? The RBI. On behalf of whom? The Indian government. It is freely transferable. You can exchange with anyone. Issued at a price less than the face value and redeemed at par on maturity. The example is given below, so you'll be more clear. So it is issued at a price less than the face value. Okay, highly liquid, also known as zero compound bonds, available at minimum amount of 25,000 and its multiples. So you can have a 25,000 rupees, that is treasury bills, or you can have 50,000 rupees treasury bills, that is multiples of 25,000. Okay, you'll get. Now, when we are telling about it is issued at a price less than face value, what does this mean? Now, see the example. Suppose an investor purchase a treasury bill having face value of 1 lakh. So, what is the face value? What is the price? That is 1 lakh rupees. But at what you are purchasing, you are getting the treasury bill at 96,000 rupees. So, just see, treasury bill having a face value of 1 lakh, the investor purchases for 96,000. On maturity, investor will receive 1 lakh, and the difference of 4 lakh is the interest received by him. Okay, so I hope it is clear. You can read it on your own also. Okay, so we can go to the next. Okay, so next is commercial paper. Commercial paper is an unsecured, again it is unsecured instrument issued in the form of promissory notes. As CP is an unsecured instrument, it is issued only by large and credit worthy companies. So it is issued by very big companies. It is often issued at an alternative to bank borrowing. So when the company doesn't want to borrow from the bank, it issues commercial papers, and it is always large companies who are going to issue it. It is negotiable, it is freely transferable. Okay, it is sold at a discount, just like now you had seen that the price was 1 lakh rupees, but it was sold at 96,000 rupees, like that only. It is sold at a discount and redeemed at par. So whatever money is written on the paper, that only you will get. Okay, so CP can be issued in denominations. So there when we saw the trade bill, it was 25,000 and its multiple, but here in denominations of 5 lakhs or multiples thereof. It is usually for a maturity period of 15 days to 1 year. So minimum 15 days, maximum 1 year. It is issued to meet short-term requirements like seasonal and working capital needs. It is also used to bridge finance. This is coming all the time. Okay, which instrument is used for bridging finance? It is commercial paper. Now, what is bridging finance? When suppose a company wants to raise long-term funds through shares or debentures, for this company will have to incur flotation cost. So what is flotation cost? Brokerage. It has to give that is money to the broker. If a company wants to issue the shares in the market, you must be hearing about brokers. So the company has to give money to the brokers cost of issue of on prospectus has to be made. We have done this in standard 11. Okay, so for all these things, the cost that is involved is known as flotation cost. Okay, so commercial paper is used to meet such flotation costs. This is known as bridge financing. Next, call money. Call money is short-term finance whose maturity period varies from 1 day to 15 days. It's a very short-term money. As per RBI's guidelines, commercial banks are required to maintain minimum cash balance with RBI, known as CRR. Again, children, this is done in your economics. So RBI is it is necessary for the commercial banks to keep certain amount of cash with themselves, known as cash reserve ratio. RBI keeps on changing the CRR from time to time, which affects the availability of funds with the commercial banks to give loans. Okay, call money is used by banks to maintain the CRR. So when the commercial bank is not having money, that is minimum required money that the RBI is wanting it to keep, then the commercial bank is using call money. That is, commercial bank is using this money to maintain this CRR, because each time RBI keeps on changing. So it is the commercial bank which use this call money. Call money is also known as interbank call money. Markets as bank with shortage of cash borrowings. Okay, having excess of cash. So banks which are having shortage are given money from banks which are having excess of money. The interest rate paid on call money is known as call rate. There exists an inverse relationship between the call rate and the demand. What does this mean? Call rate is high, demand will be low. Call rate is low, demand will be high. So it means I have already told you. Okay, so here children, this call money is mainly such an instrument which is used by commercial banks. One commercial bank which is having excess of cash offers cash to the other commercial bank which is not having cash. This is done to maintain CRR, that is cash reserve ratio, and the rate of interest is known as call rate. Okay, so next we go into certificate of deposit. Okay, so it is a bearer document issued by commercial bank and development financial institutions. So it is issued by commercial banks and development financial institution against the deposits kept by companies and institutions. So again, if there is a deposit being made by the companies to the commercial banks, the commercial bank will be giving a certificate of deposit. Okay, so usually companies put their money into the banks also, you must be knowing. Okay, so when the companies are putting their money to the banks, what is the commercial bank giving in return? Certificate of deposit. The time period of certificate of deposit ranges from 91 days to 1 year. Certificate of deposit is negotiable. It is an unsecured instrument and helps in raising large amount of money for short period. So this particular certificate of deposit can be used for raising lot of money, large amount of money for short period of time. You can see the short period ranges from 91 days to 1 year. Certificate of deposit is different from fixed deposit, children. When we know about fixed deposit, FD is for a long period of time. Certificate of deposit is not for a long period of time. It's just for a short period. Okay, so you can see the difference here. Certificate of deposit is freely negotiable. It is a bearer document. FD is not freely negotiable. Okay, CD is issued at a discount on actual amount of deposit. FD is issued for the actual amount of deposit. Time period of CD 91 days minimum to 1 year. FD issue for a minimum period of 14 days and there is no maximum time limit. Okay, so this is the difference between FD and CD. Okay, all of you. So next we'll be just going into the next commercial bill. Commercial bill, it is a short-term instrument used by business firms to finance their working capital requirement. So working capital means day-to-day use, the company is using money. So for that the businessmen are getting this commercial bill. It is written acknowledgement of debt. It is a debt where seller, the drawer, draws the bill and buyer accepts it. Okay, so whoever is the seller is the person who sells the, that is, commercial bill, and in return takes money from the buyer. Okay, on being accepted, the bill becomes marketable instrument and is called trade bills. Okay, so it is a kind of paper, it is a kind of debt. So one person is giving debt to the other. Okay, so when the seller is the person who is giving the debt. Okay, so trade bills are commonly used in credit purchase and sale. Credit purchase and sale, we have already told that when the businessmen are doing business, many times they do not give cash immediately, so they are doing things on credit. If trade bill is accepted by commercial bank, then it is known as commercial bill. So this is also coming always, if this trade bill, the trade that you did between two sellers, if the commercial bank is accepting this trade bill, it becomes commercial bills. These bills are negotiable instruments, that is, the value of these bills are negotiable. They can be discounted with the bank even before the due date if the seller needs funds before maturity. The difference between amount of bill and amount paid by the bank before maturity is the discount charged by the bank. Now this trade bills, children, bills of exchange we have done, it is kind of bills of exchange, okay, that we have done earlier. Okay, so when it is given to the commercial banks, when the commercial bank is accepting such trade bill, it becomes commercial bills. Okay, so this is it, children, for today. So we will do the capital market in the next class. Okay, thank you to all of you. Have a nice day.